Oh my god, hi! So quick, bestie, what the heck is going on? Anyways, today we're gonna be working on something regrettable. We're gonna be doing a Fakemon using input from 8 different people, and they couldn't coordinate whatsoever. I made it so nobody could know what anyone else would be replying to my questions. So I have a set of things that I have to work with, and honestly, I don't know how to. Let's put some music and let's open my thingy for bestie. What the heck? Okay. Good. Give me a new canvas in this size because this is my size of preference. It's not my size of preference, it's the size that I have to work on for it to be like Fakemon style. Why don't I have any color? Oh, because I don't have any color? Really? Yeah, I didn't have any color selected. What the heck? How? Anyways, hi. Can you delete? Thank you. My program is in Spanish. I don't know how. I don't know why. Every time I install something that's free source, open source. Sorry, open source. Even if I tell them no, put me everything in English, they default to the language on my computer, which is Spanish, and I'm like, excuse me. You know what I mean? Let's reveal the prompts that have no fanfare, but it's fine. So, I have to make a sound and edible Fakemon shaped like an umbrella, big, a tank, innocent in personality, and that lives in a volcano. And I also have one more prompt that I'm not showing you, which is the color palette, which is actually I can. Oh, I can input it here. Okay. Let me show you the color palette because we love palettes. Okay. So the color palette I have been given is I'm trying to place something like this. Why does it look so yellow? In context it looks, in my other screen it looks way more green. What? Anyways, it's very yellow. I don't like it. Help! Why? Also this like powder blue. This chocolate brown. And this orange, kinda pumpkin, kinda caramel, you know? Yeah, in context it looks way more green now. Why? I don't know. So this is my main palette for today. Imagine how scared I am. I'm gonna place my palette there. I have several ideas to go through, and I'm gonna start explaining my process because I have process sometimes. I was thinking how to make something edible in a volcano, and I was thinking about rock candy. And then I was like, no, sound. And I was like, fuck. I don't know how to make that. Because I got the replies in different timings. So I was like building up a concept as I was getting them, you know? And the last one I got is sound type. So I was like, oh fuck, what do I do now? So the rock candy turned into carbonated candy, which in Spain we know as a brand name called petacetas. And I was like thinking, oh my god, that could work. I could make some kind of a shield, a big shield of this material, and then a creature wielding that, which is smaller and more like thin, narrow. But then I was like, smaller it cannot be because it's not big. I was trying to make things like more in a kaiju direction, but I couldn't make it work with either a mammal or even a crab. I was thinking of calcification and to make it a big claw of this and the other claw being normal, but honestly it just didn't land, you know? It just wasn't working for me. So, especially the size big, I was like, I don't get it. So I had to spin it around, and honestly I was like, what do I do? I need something sound edible. And then I found out, then I went into just looking for reference and then looking for shit, you know what I mean? And what I found is that there's a species of mushrooms called the death trumpets, and they are edible. And I was like, this looks promising. This looks kind of promising. This looks kind of giving something to me. I don't know exactly what it's giving to me, but it's something it's giving. And I was like theorizing, and then I was like, what if a creature lived inside one of them? Because the shape is so cute. Hi! The shape is kind of cute, and I was like, but they're apparently delicious. I want to try them now, honestly. And then I was like, what if a creature lives inside? It kind of makes sense, but it didn't. I couldn't fully flesh out the whole concept, so I'm just gonna raw dog it, basically. I'm gonna go for basically the kinda, why are you open? What I need to do. So I have yesterday I was working on it, and I have some kind of a guideline for it, okay? So I'm gonna make too big, a very raw shape. I will refine this. Do not worry. Something like this on top. This will be obviously very refined later, okay? It kind of looks like a lamp. It kind of looks like a lamp right now. But it's fine, don't worry about it. So this has this around. I think it's kind of too big. But I think it conveys the it's massive kind of situation. So I'm gonna work with this. I'm gonna start working with this. Let me start with this. Yes, I think this is kinda what it needs to be. Kinda! I'm gonna refine this. Obviously, this is not gonna be final. I'm gonna remake the shapes and lean into the language and then add shit up, because I'm gonna add shit up, obviously, to this. It's not gonna be like this. I was thinking of making these two shades the main shades, with this as a cute accent, and then the powder blue was like, I don't know what to do with it, and I decided to make it like the face. I don't have a way to make a cute palette there. This is one of the things I don't really love about Pixelorama. It's not giving me the opportunity to play around, you know, with light. With palettes, sorry. Something like that? No, it's similar shades. I need it to be in similar area. Yeah, this kinda looks what I need it to look like. No. I'm obviously not using my my drawing tablet. I don't find it useful for pixel art, obviously. You know what I mean? Something like this. Like implying the true creature is hidden. It's hidden inside this. Honestly, I'm not liking this shape at all, so I may change it and make it more of this view, like something like this. You know, something more like this. But so far, I'm gonna ignore this. I was just drawing that to kinda get into the shape language and such. But let's work on refining this. To give it some interest, I was thinking of that. Also, let me change my second my second tool to this, and I'm gonna make this shape, like this oval, I'm gonna make it less oval. I'm gonna play around with a little bit of shape, so it's gonna be a hard shape to replicate for me, which I think it adds to the challenge, you know. I think it adds to the fun of the prompt. I think this is gonna be more cute. Huh. I don't know what's going on, but something is going on, apparently. If you're hearing something in the background, it's an ambulance. I cannot tell them to shut up, basically. Though it would be convenient. Imagine telling the ambulance, Bestie, I'm trying to record, can you not? Thank you. I don't think you can even hear it, because it's kind of melding into the background for me, so... So I personally feel like the shape is very interesting. The shape was something that I thought long about, because I was like, how can I make it umbrella? Because to me, umbrella is like this, you know? So I was like, I need something that's very big in one place and kind of a circle, and then a skinny part, which I think it melded very weirdly with the big, because umbrella is a big size, big part and a small part. So making it big is kind of, that juxtaposition is kind of a contradiction in and itself, but I found it cute. I also like a lot the type combinations, because I wouldn't have not thought of this actual combination if I hadn't been prompted to do so. Basically, it's kind of a why would I think of this? You know, what kind of thing is sound and edible? So I had to scratch my head about that for a little while, which I honestly feel it's very interesting. The environments and such, I don't find them that interesting, because you can always change things, but it can inform the design. Yeah, I scrapped it because it didn't work with what I have. It just didn't. Which it's sad, honestly, because I find it has potential, but it wasn't the design, you know? It wasn't the design for it. See what shape I'm looking for. I think I'm gonna try to make this a little wider, like something along this size. And then I'm gonna play with this. Too wide, actually. Ew, jaggy. But I kinda need it. Ugh. Maybe I need to play around this kind of shape. I find it too extreme, but I find this too similar. I can play with this in shading, basically. So I don't need to force it now, but that shape is very cute. I like it. Maybe this could work here, actually. Oh my god, it kinda does. Let's see if this... This is so cute, I love it. I love it. I love the shape. The shape is giving me 70s. Like right now, it's giving it to me. Yes. Now it's time to work on this outer shape. I made this very loosely, but the plan is to make it look a little bit more petal-like, but not too petal-like, because I kinda don't want it to meld with the idea of a grass type, even though it's an actual mushroom. So I have to be careful with that balance, basically. I want a little bit of a smoother line around there. Something like this, maybe? And then I can play with this next one. And now this just goes way, way thinner, way, way quicker. Actually, I think that's kinda working. This divot helps with the illusion of perspective. In this part, I want it to be way, way less defined because it's kinda behind. I don't know if you can tell which kind of shape I want, but I want this to be... I want this line that I made to be basically the sharper point forward. You know what I mean? This is inside, this is darker, this goes inside. This goes behind, so it's also a darker shade. So basically this line is kind of a suggestion. See, that's so cute. That's also a way to work around this. Place it in the points where you want this to be approximately, and then start kind of drawing. Keep in mind the proportions of the lines, and you will be fine. It's not a very firm kind of rule, but it helps with creating a smooth line, because let me do the same line right besides it, but without respecting it. Okay. See that this line is smoother, and this line starts smooth, but then it kinda has a divot towards the inside, and this is sharper. That's what I want to avoid. I want to avoid those kind of situations. So I can say that I may not be the most proficient or professional pixel artist, but I want to think that I know what I'm doing or talking about a little bit in this particular style and rendition. Ooh, someone is uneating in my building. Ew, disgusting. Actually, I think I want that to be here. I don't like that. Okay, I want my point to be around this position. So this is gonna be like that. So I'm making this a little bit small, so I could actually play around with this shape. That I should do. Let's go for it. See, now it looks more petal-like, but it's kinda bulky on top. So this needs a little bit of a visual interest section. So oh my god, I think it's starting to come together. I think it's starting to come together. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it going strong. Of course, this is not the best concept, but I am working with literally what I could put together in a couple days, basically. So while I was doing all those streams that you were seeing about me drawing and such, I was also working on this. Oh my god, thank you! I love the shape so far. It's giving something. I don't know exactly what it's giving, but it's something, you know? And we love giving something. Unlike those girls that are like, go girl, give us nothing. No, give us something. You need to give. If you don't give, then what? What is the point? You know? Yeah, I think I like this shape. Let me attempt this. Of course, this doesn't work if I don't do this. And this. I think I like it. I think I like it more. It doesn't look as sharp here, which is something I was trying to avoid. Also, I'm gonna try to give it a little bit of more intention in the shape, so that's cute. This is also not very promising, so I'm gonna do that. And great! I'm loving this shape. This shape is kinda something very interesting. It's interesting. I cannot express enough how interesting this looks like. I'm gonna render this a little bit more. Which I totally shouldn't. Let me be clear, I totally shouldn't. But I'm gonna work on it, no, on it a little bit more. I'm gonna iterate on it, basically. I'm gonna start with a parallel shape. It's not exact, and you don't want it to be exact. Also, in this side, I'm also gonna make it more narrow because I'm mimicking perspective. Besties, remember your perspective when you're doing this shit. Or not, I'm not your father. But you should remember your perspective. Because it helps a lot when you're creating shit like this. You want it to look 3D, not flat. Ew, disgusting. This line is super flat, and this is not providing me with any interest. So I'm gonna be playing around. Literally, I'm gonna play around just a tiny bit because I have a detail that I want to add here, and I'm not gonna be playing too much with this. So I'm making this shape a little bit more oomph. Same with this shape, I'm gonna narrow this, and that's something that I want to do here too. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like it's working, you know what I mean? Also now I'm gonna play around with making this more petal-like in a sense. Maybe something like this? This is just an artifact that I'm doing to imply the direction, because I cannot have the whole radius to work with. So I'm just playing like that. What do you think so far? I think it provides what needs to be provided, you know? It gives what needs to be given. So far so good. Okay, I'm gonna start working on this part, which I'm not very excited about. But if it needs to happen, I'm gonna make it kinda skinny. Because I want it to feel like I'm working with this shape properly. And also I think this is going a little bit too far, so even something like this actually. I'm gonna leave it implied that there's more behind, but this is big enough that you can't see. Every time I do something like this, I'm counting how many dots there are in each section. Even if it doesn't look like it, I subconsciously count them. Also, I think I have transparency. Yeah, I have it. Oops. Look at it, it's so cute. Sax is one of the people that gave me a prompt. If you want to share which one, bestie. Correct! A gave me the umbrella shape, which I find very interesting and challenging, especially in conjunction with the size big, as I said before, because I honestly think of umbrella shape as something small, but I was tasked to do something big, which doesn't align with this. I'm gonna leave this a little bit more raw in the meantime. I don't know if that's kinda too skinny. I mean, it's an umbrella, but can you see the umbrella here? It's not like a perfect umbrella, but this would be the umbrella, and this is the handle. So it's an umbrella. I mean, it's about the way I was thinking about it, because my first concepts imply that having a creature holding something big, you know? If the creature had a big part or something big on them, then it would be something like the creature is small even if the whole thing is big. So it's I had that conundrum, and not everything worked together. So this is not my first idea. This is basically me fiddling around and getting something. Okay, I was looking at if I had something else to add here. But this is so underdeveloped, honestly. This creature is so underdeveloped. I feel ashamed of doing this stream. Actually, I'm feeling ashamed right now because it's not good. It's not a good concept. Even if the execution is okay, it's not a good concept because it has no more concept than what I'm already saying. Like, I feel I failed the challenge because if the challenge is making something feeling good, this doesn't feel correct. Even if this shape, for example, eats, even if this kinda serves what needs to be served, it doesn't give what needs, it doesn't fully provide what needs to be provided. You know what I mean? It's kinda, okay, I see what you're doing, but nothing calls home, you know? Yeah, but how this other one, don't look at my shit right now. How this one came alive, for example. I'm gonna go with the grass type, obviously. Where the shit is my good one? Huh? Did it move everything? I think something's weird here because it shouldn't be like this. Wait a second, I'm gonna check that in the middle of stream because what's going on here? Huh? Why is it not working? I'm sorry, why? How is it not working anymore? It should work! I didn't touch it! Where is it? It should be here. It is in the folder. Huh. It's also not here. Honestly, I could just literally open this. Oh, I get it. It's because it's a GIF and it wasn't opening GIFs. Okay, I get it. I get it. I'm working on it. It's fine. Let's get towards, I don't know, fairy, for example. I also did this. And it eats. Because it has a concept. It has something behind. You know what I mean? I knew exactly what I wanted from it. And it's providing it. But this thing is just there. Also, this is way better proportioned than this one. But that's okay, it's fine. I honestly think I should make this kinda more interesting by doing this, basically. Let me insert a new layer because I'm gonna take this from this layer and insert it in this layer. What? Why are you not picking it up? I do not get it. Sometimes this program is very specific with some things and doesn't like to work. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So now I can hide the palette, which is helpful. Okay, this is correctly proportioned in the canvas, but I'm gonna make it a little bit forward because it looks better. Yeah, I think this looks better. Okay, next thing I want to do. No, not in orange, thank you. Okay. I think that's good. No, obviously, no, I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna do that, I don't wanna do that, I don't wanna do that yet. Huh. Now this shape below, which I don't really know how to proceed about it, but it's fine. No, this is incorrect, okay. This is my tool set. Is this good even? I don't know. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. What's going on? Oh my god, Katsu, what are you doing? Raiding this bad creature. You shouldn't. I'm doing pixel art today, as you can see. I am literally making a thing with all the prompts that you can see there. There. I'm very bad at this. So Katsu also helped with this because Katsu also gave a prompt. If you want to. If you want to say which one. But yeah, this is what we have been working so far. I don't like it, but I am too deep into this, so I have to commit. Yeah, you're going to work now. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for the raid, and have a decent day at work because it's work. It's never gonna be good. You know what I mean? But at least decent. Today we are doing this. Ew, till 10. That's disgusting. Till 10 means that with the difference in time. Oh my god, I will be sleeping? That's disgusting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so late. Anyways, yeah. No chill, only work. But not the good work, like working it, girl, let's go. No, the work that's ew, disgusting. Have a nice day. That's all that I can tell you, and I will try my best to be entertaining while I'm doing this shit, because I don't love it. I don't love it. But it is what it is, I guess. Let's get the shades to add a little bit of color to this. So what I'm thinking is that these no, not like that. These fruits are kind of this yellow shade. I don't understand. On its own, like here, it looks yellow. It is yellow, but in context it looks kinda green. You know what I mean? It is yellow, but in context it looks green. Like in context. You need the context. Let me place this here. Compared to how this orange looks like, this yellow looks green leaning. You know what I mean? Like ignore the blue. Ignore the blue. This progression looks kinda towards green. It's not green yet, but it looks kinda towards that direction. So that's what's messing with my brain right now. And I just noticed it, even though I was working with that palette yesterday. Yeah, Cambios is colorblind, actually. So that's funny that I have been on a tangent like, oh my god, what a color! I don't get it. He's colorblind. Can you? Okay. He's literally colorblind. Then I can change things of the concept. I have to think about it, because it might be too late to do so. Oh my god, it's so helpful. I love it for you, bestie. So slay. Literally slay. You can use the slay here. Please do. This is a very slave-friendly community. Oh my god, I didn't make myself a tea today! Oh no! That's the issue, I didn't have a tea! How will I survive? I'm so sad, I cannot survive without my tea. Anyways, let's proceed. Well, I'm sad and drowning in my feelings. My feelings. So what I thought is that these are gonna be like the buttons on a trumpet, because it's a trumpet, you know. But oh my gosh, it's so sad, I cannot even. Anyways, yeah, I was thinking like these are gonna be like doubling as fruits, dew, something like that. I may play with the concept of dew. Could I play with the concept of dew? But dew is water. That would be water type. And we don't want water type, we want edible type. I'm having an idea. I'm having an idea, and it's bad, but I'm having an idea, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make something like this. Let me open a new layer, and I'm gonna show you the idea, basically. Because if not, I can just... let me place my idea in purple, for example. Because I can do this, I can mess it up, and then I don't even have to delete every stroke. I can just do that. So my idea here is, what if I make this to look like a menacing eye? Same on the other side. And this is like an open mouth. And here there's something else. stripes down here, for example, and up here to give it a little bit more of interest. Yes, exactly. This is the actual face. This is the actual Babi. And in the volcano, it would collect. I'm having it. It would collect the things around the magma and the rocks and such, and it would create, like, this thing inside would create things that it needs to get rid of, because it gets this is okay. I'm gonna be clear here. It's poop, okay? Let's be clear. Have you played oh yeah, those are my incentives. Have you played Slime Rancher? Yeah, listen up. Exactly. It's like plorts, not like actual poop, but it would be like some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Because it doesn't come to me in English. It comes to me in Spanish right now. Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. It's some kind of syrup, you know? Like, it wouldn't be like actual full-on poop, but it would be more like a bird's poop, if you have some sort of knowledge of that. Birds, for the most part, don't have a different system for pee and poop. They are both mixed. That's why it looks kinda gross, because it's both mixed together. So it would create like this kind of juice here in the back that would be blue. And I would make something like, no, I think this is good, but I think I could make this blue. I'm thinking about it. Let's hide this layer and work on it, because I think that if I make this... help! If I make them blue, it gives them some sort of big contrast. I'm making of making the orange and this chartreuse, let's call it chartreuse, kinda shade the main focus here. Oh. I just had a sick idea. Let's do it. I just had a... Oh my god, how am I that blind? How am I that blind? I can't do this. Of course I can do this. This looks bad. This one looks bad. And this one looks a little questionable, actually. Way better. Oh, I get it. I have it now. I totally get it now. This might need a little bit of work, this part down here, but I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna work on this face right now because I think I get it. I think I cracked the code. It's looking more goofy than menacing. It looks more goofy than menacing though. Yes, that's exactly it. It's trying to be scary. Yeah, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that, actually. That's kind of what I want from it. I'm honestly way better at seeing issues in pixel form than I am in actual art, you know? So This is my medium to be creative, so when I see things like this, I kinda can do things. But I'm thinking about something and I'm trying to think about how it would work right now. So please give me a sec to just give it a whirl, basically. Because what I'm thinking is it can work, but at the same time it can't. Okay, what I'm thinking is, what if I make... let me open this layer again. Play with a pink, because I'm feeling pink, I guess. What if I make... let's make this pencil bigger. What is this shit of a pencil? No, disgusting. It's ugly. Why are you ugly? You should be smooth. It should be smooth. Okay, it's this. Okay, what I'm thinking is, what if this part and this part are actually the creature, so to speak, the things that it can feel, and this whole thing and the bottom would be some sort of like structure, like an exoskeleton. You know? And when it wants, it can retract. Think that like this is more like this. It can retract, hide and close the petals. Oh my god, I'm liking that idea too much now. I'm liking that idea too much. I'm liking it too much. Help, because I'm gonna change things on the go. And I think that's the beauty of it. That you can kinda make shit up as you go and make it work, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta make shit work. So what if I change this blue? I'm gonna place a white there, okay? In the meantime. No, I want... No, similar area. And then I'm gonna paint with green. Well, green, chartreuse, whatever you see here. No, I don't like how that looks. This is kind of too light. But what if I... This obviously looks awful as a mouth. I will make that later. Yeah, right? I'm not fully understanding this, but I think I can play with some browns here to make the face, if I need to. I'm gonna place with browns and the blues. But the issue is the orange. I kinda want to play more with the orange. And the blue doesn't make much sense here. Unless I can make something with the blue. So what I'm trying to justify right now is the edible part of it. And the things that I can come up with are not very good. Because I'm thinking, like, what if I make the creature be the edible part? That's a line that I don't want to cross. I don't want to make one of my creatures be the food. Just produce the food. Because if not, we can start going places like, oh my god, you can eat milk tank. You know, you can eat every creature. But I feel like if I think I'm gonna make it black again and play with the green in other places. Black was not included in the palette, but I'm gonna use it anyways. I'm cheating. You know what I'm trying to do here? Like, do you see it? Make it like a black goo that produces this green liquid, kinda yellow things. And then what would be the blue? Wait, what if? I'm having another idea. No, it doesn't fit properly. Of course, this needs shading, because we love shading. And I'm gonna have to make the palette for all these different shades, but that's an issue for another moment. It's gonna be today. I want to finish this today. Like, today I'm finishing this thing. But I don't really know. Ah! Okay. I almost threw something. And it's loud because it's metal. So I'm so glad it didn't fall off. Huh. I'm very close. I think I'm very close. Although it could be the opposite approach. What if the creature is powder blue? But I think it doesn't make sense because this is dark. So... Bestie, I'm doing this. What the heck? I'm gonna change that to black for now. For true. I think this looks more balanced, honestly. They choose the blue. I don't have many places to put the blue. What if I make it without a mouth, without a visible mouth? Something like this. And then imply that nobody has seen its screen because it's impossible to see. That's funny, I think. Then I can play with another shade inside, like the orange, you know, to give it a little bit of an uncanny look, or even the green chartreuse. I don't like this combination that much because this is lighter. I don't know how to explain it apart from it's lighter. The blue is very low saturation, as you can see in the side. This is very low. This is a decent saturation, very low value. Highest value, nice saturation. These both feel like kinda the same in terms of value saturation. This is the dark accent. And this is the light accent, but I think the contrast provides more here. You know what? I think this is enough. I'm gonna try to give it some kind of maybe this is gonna help. And it might even help with the illusion of the umbrella shape. No, too big. I think this is even too big, so I'm gonna try to play with this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus a little bit on the shapes. This would be behind. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna make this one hidden and not be visible and really like that. This is not giving me anything, honestly. No, that doesn't look that great. But it can be helped if I do this. This part is okay. No, it's this line, the one that I don't vibe with. I think I like that, but more like this. This provides a way better angle, way better perspective. Love that for me. The thing is that I think this should go a little bit more to the left. So let's play with that. Oh my god, it's giving. It's giving what needs to be given. Now the eyes, I don't love them. I kinda need some eyes here. I kinda need some eye design. Or at least something to imply that there's something there. The blue can be applied in different places. I'm gonna maybe apply this thing. I think we are so close to a banger here. Now I need the face, basically. The face is the only thing that it's lacking right now. Because if we are talking about this fake face, so to speak, it's fine, we can fix it with shading. And another idea would be like making it only one eye. But that doesn't make it look cute, you know what I mean? And eyes are always my weak part in my designs, honestly. I'm not very good at eyes. I'm not very good at general faces even. But I think this is kinda okay? I think I can iterate on this. Okay. Let's go for it. I only want one more shade of this. Honestly, I'm gonna move this a little down because I'm gonna use this as a fake palette. So for this, how to make it lighter? I want even less saturation. Actually, I could make it only darker. Because I think this is light enough to work. Let's make it an 80 and let's increase the saturation towards a 32, for example. I'm gonna hue shift towards the indigos because that's my personal preference. Thank you. And this would be a cute shade. Yes. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't like this because I'm gonna mess up this. Okay, nice. I'm gonna probably use the darker brown to give it a little bit of something here, because if not, it's gonna look bad, honestly. So okay, I need at least a 4 shades palette here. So let's start with this. Let's make a darker one. To make a darker one, I want to reduce the value towards like a 14, like a 15. I don't want it to be super harsh. The saturation is gonna increase towards like 50. That's cute. And I want light, so I want it to be in the realm of 9, for example. It may be a little bit of a big hue shift. Let's see how it's going. I'm gonna place you. Oh, because you are locked. No, I'm doing a darker shade, not a lighter shade. What am I doing? This is the shade. I know you can see, you cannot see a difference. I can. It's very noticeable to me. Okay. Let's make a darker one. Let's make it like that. Oh my god, this looks cunty. Love that for me. It's super deep, super chocolate. Love that for me. Now let's make it lighter. Increase the value. I want it like towards 36. It might be a little bit extreme. We might have to readjust later. My hue is gonna be like an 8. Love it. I love it. It looks so good, honestly. Let's create shades so far and see where it's going, okay? I need a lighter one for this. Yes, so lighter one. I cannot increase the value, so I'm just gonna reduce the saturation and hope it works. And hue shift it. It works! So with this I can reduce the value. I'm gonna reduce it towards an 85, increase the saturation towards an 85, and then make it redder. And I don't need a darker orange, a darker orange, I think. So I'm gonna go with the chartreuse, and to make it lighter I'm gonna make the saturation something around the length of that, and make it more yellow. And for this the value is gonna be reduced to around an 80. Saturation here, and I'm gonna increase you towards 80, 60. See how this is green? I'm not crazy. This is green. So right now we have 12 shades and our maximum is 16 shades right now. I'm gonna place the black right here just to help. See what do we have. So we have these 3, 5, 9, 12, 13 shades. We have 3 more shades that we can play around, and I'm gonna play with a dark here because this is the outline shade. Why do we do this shade? Because look at this. I'm gonna show you exactly why we do it. Fuck. I wasn't applying it properly. Uh-huh. Yeah, it needs to be a tad more bright. Yes. I went a little bit too far. See how it gives it a little bit of a something something? It usually helps when this is not 8. So I may even leave that for outline shade. Actually, I think I want to play with this being that brighter than this. Teeny, that's too much. I think I want to play with that palette right now. Yes, this is the ticket. See how this makes it look less harsh? That's exactly what I want. See how it makes looks the teeth a little bit less sharp? That's exactly what we need. That's something that Pokemon official sprites do a lot, basically. I also need an outline shade for this. And in these outline shades of bright colors, we can go crazy. Honestly. We cannot even should go crazy. And I'm gonna... Yeah, you need one. And I think that's my palette. These are the 4 shades that were suggested. Let's go play. Honestly, I could play with something way less orthodox. And it's making it that super dark brown and play with the black as the shadow. I'm gonna play with the black as the shadow here and this as the highlight in the middle. I think that's gonna look cute. Honestly, I'm gonna start with basically making the interior darker. And I'm gonna start making shapes. Okay, that's black. I was seeing things. That looks great so far. Let's add a little bit of shadow where it deserves to be more shadowed. This part is receiving more light, so I don't really want to play too much with the shadow there, even though I'm gonna place some light inside, like it's entering here. But only up until there, because it's entering through here. Honestly, I'm gonna play with this. And make this a shadow. Honestly, I can make all of this a shadow and should make all of this a shadow, and this part outside is gonna be entirely comprised of the light, because this is outside, so it's getting more light than the inside, which is basically the creature. I know this is not very clear, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Like, this is the kind of details that I do just for the love of the craft, basically. Because nobody notices them. Nobody that doesn't do pixel art notices them. I am being noticed. See what I'm doing here? See how much cunt this serves. It's serving. It's giving what needs to be given. I'm proud of how this is going so far. Not super much. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever done, but at least it's like, oh my god, it's not the worst thing I've ever done. Which, it's honestly an upgrade. It's passable, correct. It's at least passable. That's so emotional, thank you. Honestly, I might experiment with playing with giving it a little bit more oomph here. Yeah, kinda. I can tell you, this is not good. It's not a good design. It's something I'm vomiting, basically. Out of a necessity, because of a challenge that I imposed on myself. So I can tell you, this is not my best work, and it's not meant to be. This is more like meant to be some sort of... yeah, this is literally a challenge. I'm doing a challenge. I just want to end stream with a sprite that I can show and be like, yeah, this is literally these prompts made together. And if it's not what it is, it's fine, I guess. Sorry, I'm having some sort of half allergy situation. I'm like, uh, you know. So I kind of want the orange to be the highest point, so I'm gonna play around with these as shadows now. Can you see what I'm trying to do here? It's not cute at all. It's serviceable, I would say. Yeah, it's kinda looking at you. I'm gonna add the slightest bit of dithering there, because I think it helps push the narrative. It does it though? I don't even feel so. No. I feel this looks cleaner. This looks more like what it should look like. Of course, I'm not gonna care too much about this so far. Okay, that looks nice. Nice. I think this is looking kinda okay so far. Honestly, I love that for it. I kinda love that for it. It's not meant to be cute. Yeah. It's not even trying to be scary, it's just trying to protect itself. In a weird, convoluted way. It's not trying to be. Sorry, I'm trying to do this. I always touch up the outline. What do you mean by that? It's the style. Pokemon has that outline. And honestly, I think it's fire. I think it's so cute. I am not good at this. Have you seen this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Like, are you literally seeing what I'm seeing? I'm seeing Garbacho. Thank you. I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna protest. I protest. I'm protesting. Anyways. It's time to do this rock because honestly, why not? Am I doing the correct colors? I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh my god, I'm missing something very important. Fuck. This is the shade that should go here, not the other one. What am I doing? I forgot a shade. I forgot a shade, and you didn't tell me. What the heck, chat? That dot is perfect there. Yeah, I think that's better. Anyways, let's get back to this. That looks okay. Yeah, that kinda looks okay. Let's get the outline shape. Where is it? Here. And play around. Honestly? Can't. This dot was a mistake, but I think it's gonna stay. I'm gonna slightly adjust this shape because I'm not loving it. This looks more natural. But I think this is this is a little bit too much here. I think this conveys the point a lot. Honestly, I think it's the other way around. Yeah, this looks way better to me. Anyways, let's start with orange. I usually start with darks because honestly they are way more important in Pokemon style. You're always using shading, but highlights are way more sporadic, basically. And yes, this is correct. Even though it looks silly, it's correct. I'm starting to see no point to the light shade right now. Oh my god. I feel shifted too much. I feel shifted too much. That's way better. Way better. Also, honestly, I think I'm gonna drop this. What? Look how much of a difference it makes. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. The palette is eating. I think the palette is starting to eat. It's starting to give what needs to be given. You know what I mean? Oh, this is the dark dark. That's not what I wanted. Not right now. Yeah, I think this is what needs to be. Yeah, I think this is more like it. But I think this might be a little bit too steep of a shift. Oh, you are too bright. Yeah, that's more like it. That it was the shift, the hue shift. Now with my hues way better, I can. Oh no 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 no. I can play around better. Let's adjust myself a little bit and start playing around. Okay, I think this is fine, right? Maybe this is a little flat. I don't love how this is turning out in this section. Huh? You love it? Really? I find it underwhelming, honestly. I don't fully hate it, I just don't love it, you know? Okay, we have less of a leeway here. Left that for us. Okay, this over here can be good slash cute. Now I can get this shade and start applying it a little bit. Excuse me, Travis is cute. I find Travis to be exceptionally charming. It's trash, but it's cute, you know, it's cute trash. It's intentionally a trash bag. Travis is a dumb little guy. That's correct, that's valid, and that's absolutely slay and factual. And you should say it. I love little guys. Garbodor, okay, I can see Garbodor being a little bit more icky. But Travis is little guy. We love little guy. And I'm noticing I didn't play around with this section. So let's play. Oh, Stinky! Why are you allergic to Stinky? Stinky is kinda cute, I guess, sometimes. Stinkum. Oh, yeah, I'll just do that to you. You're excused. I was gonna call you out in public. So I think this is it. I think I cannot iterate more on this. I think that's it. I think we finished. Chat, we cooked. I totally can see this thing with sound edible. Well, the edible is a little bit questionable, but I will make it work. It's shaped like an umbrella. I can see the umbrella shape. Look at this. This is the umbrella. This is the stem, the handle of the umbrella. So it's an umbrella. It's big. You can see it's big. It's a tank. It protects against heat because it closes itself, so it doesn't get really hurt. It's an innocent little guy, and it lives in a volcano. I did it! This is fun. I should do it again. No. Not for free. No, it's edible. Edible, it's good. Don't worry about it. Like, what I'm thinking is that you can take these things growing on the back, like, they look like the buttons in a trumpet, but it produces them and they grow on its back, and you can eat those, basically. It's a little bit not very integrated in the design. It's not really integrated in the design, but it's okay. It's okay. I did what I could. Okay. The other option is that the exoskeleton, I think this is what I'm gonna go with. The exoskeleton, which would be like this thing, it can break and it's edible because it has so many sugars. I mean, I know it's not the same. Biology class, bitches. It's biology class. The sugars in exoskeletons and plants are not built the same as the sugars that you eat, but it's technically the same block. It's just not built the same because they link slightly differently. That's why one is edible and sweet and marvelous and skinny, and plants are not sweet, basically. But in this case, I'm gonna just leave it hanging in the air, like, oh my god, this is a weird sesquipolymer, and it kinda doesn't follow through perfectly to not be so rigid. So it's kinda the best of both worlds, like Hannah Montana, okay? And if you don't like it, it's my Fakemon. It's fine, don't worry about it. I need to give it a name. So, what do you suggest? Or should we work on a shiny? Should we work on a shiny? Let's do it. Let's do a shiny. So instead of these oranges and browns, I think I wanna try out more of a cool toned palette. No, not cool toned, actually, warm toned. I'm melding these shades together because I use these in some part of the design. I'm gonna look for a reference right now. I'm looking at references right now, so please hold. I'm looking at volcanic rocks, and one of the things I'm seeing is not really my vibe. They are bubbly, and I didn't do that, but it's fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for a palette like in the purples. Let's play with you. You're at 272, so I'm gonna go with 269. 263 actually. 263. Oh, 262. Okay, that's fine. 257. And with this, I can go a little bit more crazy, but I'm gonna go with 253. And with this, I'm gonna go with a little bit more of a pinkish shade. 285, 281, 277, 272. Okay, let's try these shades. So to be clear, they are in different layers, okay? So I know exactly which layer I'm working with. Oh! It looks very alien. I love that. You cannot see the shades, bestie. What the fuck? You literally cannot see the shades, so... Okay. If that's your prerogative. I'm fine with that. This green, I love the green though, but I'm gonna make it greener. You know what I mean? Yes, cunt. This is gonna serve. So this would be the shiny. No. No, bestie, because you cannot get it at Mercadona. She's not an Hacendado girl. She's more of a Covirán girl. You know what I mean? She's a Covirán girl. I think the shiny is giving something. I think it's cute. She is a Covidang girl. Oh my god, yes, she's serving the Covid cunt. So true. So this is the palette that we had to work with, and we did the best we could with her. And this would be the shiny. Cute, I guess. I'm gonna take out this one. These two are out, we don't need them anymore. okay with this. It's so warm toned. I made it so warm. And this is so cool toned. The difference here is stark. You can see that this is yellow in comparison to this. This is green. This is the kind of green I love, basically. This is the love of my life. This is green. Love that for me. So, anything else that I should do? I don't know. I need a name to save this. But I'm not very creative right now. I think I ended all my creativity doing this. Because, let me actually show you. Because I can show you, I think. This was what I pictured. This was what I pictured. That's the idea I had when starting stream. This was basically what I said. Yeah, I think this kinda would be like my first iteration. I think this kinda looks what it needs to look like, and then it started to devolve into that. Because it's an instrument, it makes sound. It literally goes and makes sound from this. This is made to create resonance. It looks like a maw, but it's made to amplify sounds, not to actually eat. I'm starting to like something. Let me open my document here, because this might get on it. Oh, I don't need you anymore. Okay, thank you. I am kinda... I have like half of the name right now. But it needs a little bit extra. Ooh, I have it. I think this looks kinda cunty. This looks kinda cunty. I kinda love it. Because it would be like from forces and quiver. Both terms of quiver. Fover. Fover, it sounds good. Okay, it's the name. We did it, bitches. Let's go. It's not here. I don't want to save it here. I want to save it here. Great. I'm gonna export it. Actually, now that we are here, I'm gonna show you my process. I export it in normal. And in shiny, and then I export it again 8 times bigger. Because that way, let me change this one, okay? This way, I'm gonna put the 8 times bigger. I have things to play around here. It's big enough, you know what I mean? But if I put the normal one, it's too small, and if I try to make it bigger, it looks so blurry. That's exactly the reason I also export it in bigger sizes. So I hope you learned something about pixel art. Do not save it only in your size. Upgrade it to 8 times. 8 times is the magic number, because usually things are in increments of 8 in computers. So that's a good sign. If you do it 10 times bigger, it can lead to good results, but some things can get a little bit anti-aliased, so it's not the best. 8 makes that 1 pixel is 1 new pixel. 4 is also a good idea, but in my resolution, I usually save it at 8. It takes a little bit longer, but I personally would go for increments of 2, honestly. In my particular case, I think 8 is like the perfect middle ground. 16 is a little bit too big. And 4, I have noticed in some of my more convoluted designs that 4 makes them a little blurry in the shades. You know what I mean? So I'm basically teaching you free education. I'm earning the educational tag on my stream. So we did that. We did her. She's so cute. Not like this is one of my. This is my pride. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. For this, like this section, if I export it at 4 times, this can make issues, especially in an animation setting like this, in which this is a frame. So that's why I go with 8 times, personally. It's not a cactus, it's a, how is it called in English? It's something between a coral and a sponge and a polyp. It's something in the middle. It's Angie, but very cute. And I think I did that. I'm proud of it. I think no notes. I think I did it. With the prompts I had that you can see on top of me, I don't think I could have done anything way more elaborate. It can. It's Angie. I can tell you it's Angie. It's not very friendly. Well, I think this is... I wouldn't say so, because it's kinda smooth. Not Angie from Physical Química. Delete that. No. Oh my god, you reminded me of that scene that happened in Physical Química, which is a series, a teen drama series with lots of sex, basically, from almost 20 years ago. Oh my gosh, I'm old. They had a mistake in a chapter in which they repeated the same scene over and over and over and over, and it was like a snippet of like 20 seconds. It was like normal until that point, and then the same scene with the same girl saying the same thing over and over and over again, but I don't remember what she said. I don't remember exactly what was it. Yes, it was a meme for a long time, actually, because the sentence was so unnatural. She was like waiting for something, and she was like talking to, I think, her boyfriend or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember anything from that series apart from the chapter 1 in which they decided to set the mood for a series with lots of comedy and sex and drugs with a suicide. They literally made chapter 1 of that series a suicide. And then next chapter everyone was over with that and they were fucking around, literally. even the brother of the guy that suicided because of bullying. And he was besties with the bully of his brother. Excuse me, what the fuck? Not full-on besties, but not like, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. What the fuck did you do, okay? Exactly, what the physical química, absolutely. You are so correct saying that, and you should say it louder. Anyways, tangents away. I'm gonna continue stream, but I'm gonna end the pixel art section because honestly, I think we did it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the first scene was the guy throwing himself off a roof, and then it explained why, and it was like, what the fuck? Anyways, I'm gonna hide this for a moment. You are out, and I'm gonna end the recording and go play some UFO 50 because I'm addicted, so that's fine.